we're back with the SCAG. We've had it for about a week now. Mowed with it a couple times. Mowed our yard twice. Mowed the neighbor's yard once with it. Still on our initial charge. We're at 58%, and got a little over an hour on it. So far excellent. Happy with it. We'll do some follow-up videos on our likes, dislikes as we use it further down the line and get a little bit more used to it and have a little bit more time under our belts. Right now, this is just a preliminary. I do have the SCAG maintenance interval chart. I'll try to throw it up on the screen so you can take a look at it as I go along with it. It's pretty simple. There's not a lot. Just one of the great things about electric mowers is, check hardware for tightness, check battery terminals for tightness, clean mower, check blades, check tire pressure, check interlock system, which is your seat, your handles, all the safety devices, and then grease a few little spots and check all hardware for tightness. That's it. That's basically wash, repeat through 400 or plus hours. That's it. So that's really cool. I've also got the greasing locations. I'll put that up on the screen as well. So what we're going to do in this one is just a simple go through. I've already cleaned it. We're going to check the tire pressures. Obviously, we only have like a little over an hour, not 2 hours yet. At 8 hours, they recommend you clean the mower. Check, we did that. Simple blow off with a blower. It's fantastic. Check condition of the blades. We're going to do that. Check tire pressures. We're going to do that. Safety interlock system. We'll do that. And that's pretty much it. Check the battery terminals for tightness, and we're going to check all hardware for tightness. Some of the hardware I've already done. I'll buzz around and check some of the stuff that I haven't checked, the important stuff. But yeah, the only thing I didn't find and I can't locate, it says check battery terminals and cables. I'm sure they're talking about for tightness and stuff, but don't find any torque specs as to what these are supposed to be at. So I'm going to use my best judgment. All of our tools today, tire pressure gauge, a very small 13 millimeter wrench, so there's not a lot of leverage or torque to check the terminals. Grease gun, knee mat, flashlight. That's about it. So I'll hit a time lapse real quick and I'll get to work. I'll bring you back when I'm done. All right, that's it, we're done. So just to recap, I checked the blades. You saw me just lift I didn't want to pick it all the way up, but I checked the blades, they're all good. Everything looks good under the deck. Checked the battery terminals. Clean the mower, we already did that before we put it up. Check condition of the blades, we did that. Check tire pressures. I did check all the tire pressures. The back ones were high. It says on the wheel and in the manual 8 PSI. They were at 18, so I had to drop both the back ones down 10 pounds, so they're 8 and 25 on the fronts. What else we got? And grease the cutter deck, bell cranks, and push arms. We did that. There's a Zerk there, a Zerk back here, a Zerk here, and there's 2 Zerks, one on each trailing arm for the rear end. Don't go crazy with them. I gave them like a half a pump or 3/4 of a pump. I just put some grease in there. Some of them were good. These 2 back here, these bell cranks you could see the grease coming out. I think this one was basically dry. I didn't see any grease coming out until I got down like to a full pump. This one was all right. The back 2 I couldn't see. I just had to go by here. I could listen to the grease popping and crackling. The other thing is checking the interlock system. Now you might ask, well, how you do that? Well, actually on electric mowers, it's very easy. You don't have to fire an engine up. You don't have to turn on a deck system. SCAG, their mower connects with an app called My Mowers. And it's the systems that are on here from whatever the manufacturer is of the drive units and the motors and the controllers. You can, if you turn it on, you can check all your interlocks pretty simply just by sitting here on the mower or just by being off of it. And I'll try to throw a screenshot of this up. But at the top of the app, there's boxes. There's a seat box, a brake box, a PTO box, and a neutral box, and a battery box below that here. So, I mean, to check, that the brake is on, I'm not really sure on that one. The PTO is easy. You just, the box will toggle with an X or a check mark. Neutral, pull these up. It says the mower's in operation. It tells you this switch works. This switch changes. The seat, you can get up. You see the seat change. So all of your systems are working. And I think the brake, if you, well, I'm not sure how to check the brake one. That's weird. That's probably left over from a gas mower. It's the lock lever. It probably doesn't function. I haven't seen it move, but yeah, as far as that goes, the My Mower, and you could even set the your power safe level. I know in the manual it says it's a 7%. Whenever you get down to 7%, the deck won't engage anymore. It'll shut off, so you can get back to your to the house or to your garage or to your trailer or whatever. But in here, you can actually, I assume it will work, but it's set right now. It's a slide bar. You can slide it up. If you wanted 10% or 20% or whatever, 15%, you can do that. And it also gives you your current firmware revisions for all your deck controller, center deck controller, right deck controller, lap bar, setups, integration module, traction controller, right and left, and your Bluetooth module, which the Bluetooth module is like right here. You can always see it. It's right next to you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Maintenance on an electric mower is pretty easy. Everything was fine. I didn't find anything that was an issue. So, well, that's it for the 8-hour maintenance, or I think that's the first setting is 8, but we went ahead and did it. It says break in first 10, check hardware for tightness, check battery terminals. Like I said, I'll have put this up so you can take a look at it, and then after the first 8 hours, that's all you do. Clean it, check the blades, check the tire pressures, and check the interlock system. And that's it. And then you're good till 40 hours where you just check the battery terminals. And then you're good till 100 hours where you just check the grease on the pivot points. And then after that, you're good to 200 hours where you just check all hardware again. And then repeat at 400. So, yeah, other than changing blades, knock on wood, as long as you don't have a failure of a deck motor or a drive motor or something like that, you're good to go. They're pretty simple. No more throwing belts off. I will say that's happened to me. A stick gets kicked up and it blows off the drive belt out in the middle of the field over there. That's fun. Don't have that anymore with this. Everything's concealed with wires. If it pops a wire off, you plug it back in. But so far, we're very happy with the mower. It works well. The neighbors are all enamored by it. You know, all the questions: how's it work? How long does it work? What's the warranty? All this other stuff. You know, how much does it cost? So anyway, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be having more videos on this and probably getting a little bit more in depth if that's your thing. I have reached out to Vanguard Power side and to ask some questions, see if I can get an interview with them to fill in some of the blanks on the battery, that some of the nerdy stuff that I wanted to know, just for my own knowledge, and kind of give it out there to you guys. And we'll try to do something with the SCAG if I can get a SCAG rep to talk to us or whatever. You know, I'm not a big YouTuber, I'm just a single guy, but I think we're the first people to actually do a real owner video on this particular unit. So we'll have more to come in the future. So far, great unit. I'm happy with my purchase. I purchased it again at this moment, and I would recommend it if you are in the market for a zero-turn electric mower. Have a good day.